Hello and welcome to another edition of Xperience Sessions. I'm Rohit. This is IndigoMusic.com, and joining me are two individuals. One, we've already featured him some time back. Chris is in the house. I've also got Luke Kenny with me. Luke, welcome to IndigoMusic.com.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Now, Chris, as usual, with the guitar, as usual, with all that energy, and we spoke last time with Suraj and you when you had collaborated on a song, and now you've collaborated with Luke. How different is it working with Suraj and working with Luke? Who's better? I'm going to put you on a spot. Who's better?
No, I really can't go there ki who's better, because both of them have their own individual identities. Both of them are bloody supersonic people. So for me, it's more about the person than the immense talent that both of them possess, actually.
Right.
But having said that, Luke is Luke. There cannot be another Luke. So when it all happened, sometimes happened essentially keeping Luke in mind, his voice in mind, his attitude, the way he is.
Yeah.
He's a great musician. He's a great guy, and I always wanted this song to be sung by him. So when it comes to Luke and Suraj, then definitely Luke for some time.
Wow, that's a nice thing to know. Now, Luke, you've been a DJ, you've been a VJ, you've got songs. You've of course Rock On. Everybody loves Rock On. How has the music changed according to you from when you started to now? What's the independent scene like?
Oh well. I don't know. It's a very tough question, because the independent scene has always been like like a little lost child since day one.
Right.
It did manage to get a little bit of a place in the sun, because a lot of people came forward to support it. A lot of investors put their money behind it. A lot of independent musicians managed to make a mark for themselves, and more importantly, they managed to make some money for themselves, which allowed them to put that force behind their own original music. And it rose above the normal consciousness of music listening audiences across the country for a certain extent for a short while.
Right.
But I think COVID destroyed a lot of that. It made independent musicians reevaluate their choices, reevaluate the things that they've chosen to do, and it bottomed out a lot of people's expenses. It bottomed out a lot of people's savings as well, also, especially independent musicians who are relying on income from their musicality, who are not necessarily so well off, who have savings or their family businesses and all that stuff to fall back on. So that is kind of what has changed the whole atmosphere so far. But most of them are still moving forward, still plodding along, and hopefully it'll take another maybe a couple of more years to turn itself around. But it's begun again. So yeah, I'm hopeful.
And live music, live performances are back. So I think after COVID, I think it's a good start to good things that are going to be followed up with. Now let's talk about the track, right? Sometimes, what is this track all about? How did this collaboration happen? What's the story?
Okay, so sometimes is a story, and it's actually a very personal story. So the song has entirely been inspired, actually, and it's been inspired by my wife, actually. And the song has been written for her and dedicated to her, because she has been a major force in my life, ever since we met and we got married, and the struggles that I've seen her go through, and I've seen a very strong woman grow.
Right.
Grow to be stronger, grow to have her place in life, in the industry, in the workforce that she is in. And she's very motivating, and it went to that point of me seeing. I'm not saying that she's the only one that has struggled in life or has come up and is where she is today. There are many such people who are actually fighting a battle in life to एक कहते हैं ना झंडा गाड़ना in your workplace or in life or in society or wherever. So she's been one of those very strong people I know, and this song is about her, and this song is about us and our journey going forward. And definitely there is something called life is all about second chances, and when you get them, you don't let them go. So
Right.
she's one person that has been a second chance in my life, and it's something that I'm cherishing today. And sometimes it's all about it. It's
Yeah.
all about that. Collaboration, the collaboration was all again.
Yeah.
So, we grew up listening to a particular genre of music,
Right.
and that is classic rock.
Yeah.
So the classic rock का जो कीड़ा था मेरे अंदर में, I always wanted that sound to come out of me someday. Because being in the Indian music industry, you're always inclined, you're always tipped towards doing something which is very Hindi, which is very Bollywoodish, which is very, how it goes.
Yeah.
कि listener friendly हो, जनता को अच्छा लगना चाहिए, and things like that. But this is something I know जनता को अच्छा लगे या ना लगे, I don't know. But from where I come and from thousands of musicians and people who listen to classic rock or that genre,
Yeah.
would love this song, would love this sound, and that's what I was trying to just put out there. Me, my music, my sound, and the way I would like to put a classic rock sound back in the
Yeah.
Indian music industry.
Fantastic.
So Luke,
And
the
Luke,
ideal
yeah,
choice.
Luke, what's your take on the song?
He
I think
nailed
there are musicians who... Sorry, what?
me, you,
Me, you, me.
me.
All right.
That
You feed your appetite. What's that song? Yeah. Okay. No, I think there are musicians who have a genre of music that they they excelled in, and they got out there. Chris has been an integral part of Euphoria. Euphoria shaped the folk rock sound in the 90s throughout the era of music television and so on and so forth. And then when Chris wanted to do his own creativity with Bandish Project, he took that little he fused the classic rock and the folk sound together as well also. And but as he said, there's a certain genre of music that affects you in your growing up years. And for the generation that we belong to, it was the early 80s, the early 90s, which was the coming of classic rock, the hard rock bands, the grunge metal bands, the alternative music bands. So all that was pretty much a mainstay in the Western music listening sphere of that generation as well also. And now with music being a free for all, there is no आज ये genre चल रहा है तो इसके हिसाब से गाने लिखते हैं. आज rap hip hop का गाना चल रहा है और उस हिसाब का गाना लिखते हैं. I think now most of pop music, if you look at it internationally as well also, everybody is playing to the genres that they really really like.
Yeah.
And the genres that really touches them in some way. So I think Chris has done exactly that, but he's made it mean something more because he's written a song for somebody that means so much to him, for somebody that guides his every path more often than not, who's been a guiding light for him. And I think that's a wonderful thing. So it was a real pleasure and a privilege, more importantly, to just be one atom in that guiding light atmosphere.
Wow.
It's not just that one atom that you were the bloody main force in this song, Bhaga.
Oppenheimer, destroyer of worlds.
Well, the song, of course, sounds amazing. We're going to be playing it on radio right here in Bangalore and in Goa as well. Any future collaborations that we can expect from Chris and Luke?
I'll leave that to Luke.
Oh, I'm
always let's go. I know that.
Like Richard Marx says, whatever you do, wherever you go, I'll be right here waiting for you.
I'll be right away.
Fantastic. Yeah. So looking forward to another collaboration probably then.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm always going to knock on his door first before I, venture out, because I'm really loving the way this song has been produced and come out. And I would like to specially extend a grateful and thanks to people like Lokesh Bakshi, who's played some amazing guitars on this album, on the song rather, and Jason, Jose, Mariano. I keep trying to get his name right until date.
He's got the longest name. You have to ask him his full name someday. It'll take him 5 to say his name out.
So Jason played some beautiful keyboards on the guitar, and then we have Keshav Iyengar, who did a fantastic bass lines on it, and then the production of which was done at the Orbis studio by Sushant Lobare. He mixed and mastered it to perfection. The sound output that has come out today, I would say, he literally put his head into it and got that classic vintage sound out. So all these guys, hats off to all of them, and a big thank you to all of them.
Fantastic. And Luke.
Just a little word in there. Talking about future collaborations, but that all really depends on how the kind of support that we get for the current collaborations that we've done. So since it's Indigo, it'll be great if, I mean, of course you guys are there to support us in every way, but keep the support going for as long as you guys can. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really important that this out there. Yeah. So the more the song gets heard, the more it'll get appreciated, and the more it'll motivate us to work towards the next collaboration.
It's always happened to us that sometimes we play an independent we play an indie song on air, and they try to Shazam it. Maybe it's too late by the time it gets into an ad, and they message, hey, at this time there was a song that was playing, because it's not on the charts anywhere, it's not on YouTube. They don't know what the song name is.
Sure.
They message us in, we just tell them, hey, this is the song and here's the link on whatever platforms. But yeah,
all thanks to you guys as well for supporting. And really, I mean, I would say this kind of a support, if it's coming to us today in today's date and time, then it's huge for artists like us to be at such a platform, at such a level where you yourself, your channel, your radio station, all of you are doing a great job for independent artists like us. So thank you so much.
Well, it's our pleasure. Thank you guys for taking some time out and having this chat with me. The song is of course amazing. You're going to be playing it out on air, and we'll connect again once, let's say if you guys collaborate once again, we'll again have this chat all over again.
Absolutely, looking forward to it, and thank you again.
All right, thanks Luke. Thanks Chris. Bye.
Thank you, Indigo. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.